Hi, I'm Luke McCullough. I am going to read Chapter 7 from Slaughterhouse-Five, written by Vonnegut. Billy Pilgrim got onto a chartered plane in Ilion 20 years after that. He knew it was going to crash, but he didn't want to make a fool of himself by saying so. It was supposed to carry Billy and 28 other optometrists to a convention in Montreal. His wife, Valencia, was outside, and his father-in-law, Lionel Merble, was strapped to the seat beside him. Lionel Merble was a machine. Tralfamandorians, of course, say that every creature and plant in the universe is a machine. It amuses them that so many Earthlings are offended by the idea of being machines. Outside the plane, the machine named Valencia Merble Pilgrim was eating a Peter Paul Mountain Bar and waving bye-bye. The plane took off without incident. The moment was structured that way. There was a barbershop quartet on board. They were optometrists, too. They called themselves the Febs, which was an acronym for Four-Eyed Bastards. When the plane was safely aloft, the machine that was Billy's father-in-law's asked the quartet to sing his favorite song. They knew what song he meant, and they sang it, and it went like this. In my prison cell I sit, with my britches full of shit, and my balls are bouncing gently on the floor. And I see the bloody snag when she bit me in the bag. Oh, I'll never fuck a Pollock anymore. Billy's father-in-law laughed and laughed at that, and he begged the quartet to sing another Polish song he liked so much. So they sang a song from the Pennsylvania coal mines that began, Me and Mike, we work in mine. Holy shit, we have a good time. Once a week, we get our pay. Holy shit, no work next day. Speaking of people from Poland, Billy Pilgrim accidentally saw a Pole hanging in public. About 3 days after Billy got to Dresden, Billy just happened to be walking to work with some others shortly after sunrise, and they came to a gallows and a small crowd in front of a soccer stadium. The Pole was a farm laborer who was being hanged for having sexual intercourse with a German woman. So it goes. Billy, knowing that the plane was going to crash pretty soon, closed his eyes, traveled back in time to 1944. He was back in the forest of Luxembourg again, with the Three Musketeers. Roland Waring was shaking him, bonking his head against a tree. You guys go on without me, said Billy Pilgrim. The barbershop quartet on the airplane was singing, Wait till the sun shines, Nellie, when the plane smacked into the top of Sugarbush Mountain in Vermont. Everybody was killed but Billy and the co-pilot. So it goes. The people who first got to the crash scene were young Austrian ski instructors from the famous ski resort below. They spoke to each other in German as they went from body to body. They wore black wind masks with 2 holes for their eyes and a red top knot. They looked like golliwogs, like white people pretending to be black for the laughs they could get. Billy had a fractured skull, but he was still conscious. He didn't know where he was. His lips were working, and one of the golliwogs put his ear close to him to hear what might be his dying words. Billy thought the gollywog had something to do with World War II, and he whispered to him his address. Billy was brought down to Sugarbush Mountain on a toboggan. The gollywogs controlled it with ropes and yodeled melodious. Can you just cut it here?